to let you all know that I have changed my YouTube channel name, so yay! So everything's good. Please don't be confused. You're still subscribed to me, but I managed to change it from The Perks of a Book Nerd to Cat the Book Nerd. Yeah. Hey guys, it's Kat. I'm going to be doing my book courtship tag today. It was originally started by Dyer from Hi I Love Books, so I will attach the link in the description. And so let's get started, okay? Across the Universe by Beth Revis. It's not the only one that I bought because of the cover. It is just one. As you can see, it's lovely in purple. I love purple, so yeah, I think it's such a pretty cover. It's pretty much the prettiest one that I've got. Well, there's quite a few books that I've got because of summaries, but one that I really liked that drew me in, that in the end I did love the book and the series, was The Unbecoming of Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. Because of the summary, I read the book. I love the series. It's one of my favourite series ever. Instant win. Look at it. It's so pretty. Look at the cover. Oh my god. Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. Now, I'm sorry if I said that name wrong. I've tried it so many times. I've read this probably about 3 times. I recently reread it. I'm trying to go through the whole series again. The writing is just... it's very different. I know a lot of people have struggled with it because of the way it's done, like a sort of a journal type writing. It scribbles out a lot of the words. So I know it's not to everyone's taste, but actually, I mean, it took me, I would say, maybe 2 or 3 chapters to really get into it. It's not your average writing. Tahira Mafi has such a unique style in which it's very emotional. You can sort of understand what she's going through even though you can't, because that's how good the writing is. It makes you, it sucks you in, and it's so hard to describe, but it's just so good. Twilight. I don't actually have it with me right now. It is somewhere in a box in another room. So yeah, I'll picture. Twilight was actually the first young adult series that got me into reading young adult properly. I didn't know what it was called then. I had a major book hangover. It was just crazy. I had you could call it book depression if you want, and I haven't regretted it. I love the series. I was a big fan of Twilight for like 5 or 6 years. I still am. There's always going to be a part of Twilight in me that I will never forget, but that was definitely my most memorable series that hooked me from book 1. Well, I don't really stay up that late anymore reading books. I used to when I was way younger, and usually I can't be reading that late. I've got really bad eyesight. If I had to pick any book that I suppose kept me awake, maybe reading at the latest, it would be, out of all of them, probably Ignite Me. The final book in the Shatter Me series by Tahira Mafi. It was on my mind. Now, yeah, I can't really remember if I stayed up late to read this, but I do remember I was still reading it in my head when I'd finished the last page. It was that good of a series. So, Your Fault in Our Stars. I actually don't have the copy with me anymore. I got it in hardback, and then I read it, and then I stupidly traded it in. I still think about that book. I love the film. I cried my eyes out at the end of it, and I even cried my eyes out with the book too. I couldn't stop. I even had dreams about it afterwards. I remember I had post-book depression. Yeah, I think because the story was very close to home. I was reading 2 or 3 other books as well that had the cancer theme in it. I don't think it was such a good idea to be doing that. I want to reread it again, but I'm a bit wary. And Embers in the Ashes by Sabah Tahir. The cover I love, but most importantly I love the way it feels on the front. None of the books that I have really have any special feel to them on the inside, but I guess I do love the feel of like printed versions. You don't get this kind of interactiveness with an ebook. You do not get that feel. So this is definitely one of the best covers that I've seen and that I love the feel to. Anything that has raised writing, raised font on the front gets me. City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, the first book in the Mortal Instruments series. I have actually recommended this to my mum. She read it. We went to a book signing that Cassie was at a few years ago. She hadn't read the books, and of course there are lots of other people there talking about it, and she was just like, you know, I'm intrigued. I want to find out what the fuss is all about. So I lent her my book, and she read it. And she liked it. Don't think she's read City of Heavenly Fire yet. No, she hasn't read City of Lost Souls yet either. So, but she has read the others and she's all like them. She's the kind of person though that doesn't really remember much after she's read it. So you can't, if you want to talk about it, you have to talk about it then and there. Otherwise she's like, I don't remember that. So yeah. And she's also read Clockwork Angel as well and the other books except Clockwork Princess, which it will always be Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. The first book in the Infernal Devices series. Oh, I have a love for this series like nothing else. I've read this book. It is looking a little battered these days because I've read it about 5 times. I want to say 5 times. It's probably 4 times, but I read it a lot. Just as much as I've read Clockwork Bones, probably, if not more. I just love Will. I love Will. I love his story. I love Tessa. I love Tessa and Will. I love it all. I am always a Team Wessa all the way. I can't really be with Jem. That's another story. I am not getting into that war. But yes, I will always reread this book. I love it. And I will be tagging Perpetual Page Turner and Abigail Street. I'm still getting used to everything and still being a part of the community, so yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will try and do more videos. I'm getting used to it. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Give me a thumbs up if you like it and subscribe if you want to. Leave comments in the box if you like, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh fuck.